1917 follows two soldiers during World War One as they're kind of given a really impossible mission to deliver information from one side of no man's land to the other. And this movie is completely filmed. Well, it's not filmed. It's filmed in a way to make it look like it's one take, and that whole idea of it is just so intriguing and it was so interesting. It made me feel like I was actually there with them. Like if you're watching a video game and it's a video game from like first person view, it felt very much like that because it's filmed like it's right behind them and it feels like you are always behind them watching it. And the way it's filmed, it looks like, oh, okay, there's some scenes like, okay, you can see the camera crew is here and there's nowhere anything behind it, but then they go no, and then they kind of turn around and show you that behind where the camera is behind it is just completely open again, so it's not like there's no tracks or anything. So there's a lot of this movie was baffling. I'd love to see a documentary on how this movie was made, because the way it's filmed, I don't understand it. It's completely filmed in one take, and the fact that it's like 100%, it feels 100% real. It feels like nothing was kind of like, you can tell there's cuts in parts where like there's scenes where they could be unconscious or they could be asleep, scenes like that. So you're like, okay, this is clearly where they decided to cut it, but it's such an organic cut rather than 1 minute they're here and then they jumps forward and they're 20 minutes down the road, because it continuously moves on with our characters, so you can continuously feel like the story is moving, and it feels like it's a day. I think they've got a day to do it. Now the time span is only 2 hours long, so they do have to cut it down a bit, but it just feels like it's moving. It's constantly moving. And for a war movie, I was blown away by it. And at the time, it was, as I said, it was 2 hours long. Didn't feel that runtime at all. It felt so much shorter, and I was so pleasantly surprised in this movie. The acting in this movie is all top class, especially for the fact that it's just two lads. They don't have much to act off. The scenarios they're thrown into really brings the emotion, but other than that, there's not a lot for them to act off. So these two young actors who I don't actually know them from anything else, but they really are phenomenal in this. I'm disappointed to see. It makes sense. They didn't get any Oscar nominations for the performance because like everyone else is so top tier for the category, but it's nominated for best picture this year, and I think it deserves it. This is my pick to win best picture because I just thought it was phenomenal. As well, all the supporting cast. You got Colin Farrell, I'm pretty sure his name is. I always get him mixed up with Colin Firth, but the one from Kingsman, he's phenomenal in it. He's not in it much. The same with Benedict Cumberbatch, he's not in it much, but he's really good in it. You got Rob Stark, who I don't know the actor's name, but he's got a small part at the end, and I knew he was in it, but I completely forgot. And he came up, I'm like, is that him? Because he just looks very different in this movie. But to see him in this kind of way, I actually really enjoyed him. And this guy, since Game of Thrones, has got a lot of. He hasn't been anything major, but he's been in a lot of small stuff. And he's just an actor I like to keep my eye out for, because everything he does seems to be really good. This movie, if it doesn't win Best Picture, it's 100% going to win Best Visual Effects. It's going to. Actually, no. Visual effects, I think, is going to go to The Lion King. But I think this is going to win Best Cinematography. There's no movie, I think, that can actually beat this for cinematography, because this movie is absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't get over how real everything looks like. Even though I said it's completely in one take, it feels so organic and so natural. And just the whole beauty of this movie, I understand. Maybe if you didn't get Best Picture, I'd be like, okay, fair enough, because there's loads of good contenders there. But Best cinematography, I think 100% this movie deserves that award, and I really hope to see it does get that reward. But if you've seen this movie, let me know your thoughts on this movie down below, because it's a phenomenal movie. I don't know how well it's doing in the box office, but I haven't heard a lot of people personally who've actually seen it. So let me know your thoughts on this movie down below. Click the subscribe button so you can see other movie reviews just like this one. And as always, thanks for watching.